Welcome, everyone, to the Plains and Jordan-Hare Stadium, home of the Auburn Tigers, where telling someone War Eagle is just as common as saying hello. We have a late-season top 25 showdown that could be crucial to the postseason picture. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Ducks will boot it away to start the game. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First down for this offense. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's looking to throw it. He's going to go for a big one. Catch inside the 25. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. Gets it out fast. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! Ready to try the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll try the toss to the left. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Off he goes. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Toss to the left. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Well, look at this. 4th down and 1.5 miles, and the offense is still on the field. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Oregon.
The Ducks will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching.
He wants to go deep. Makes the catch down the right side. He's into the open down the middle. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Auburn.
Coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, fellas, here's a final update on a top 15 clash. TCU packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Horned Frogs Nation with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead, it felt like a walk through the park in Fort Worth. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Line getting set on second down. Quarterback keeps it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Snap it to the back. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
Way too close to punt, way too far for the field goal. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. On target. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Trying to find his man on first down. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Gain of 18. And that's good enough for a first down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Auburn 14, Oregon 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Trying to get the edge on the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Oregon. It's a much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Fair catch, called for and made. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Tipped ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. We're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wants to throw. Quick strike complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Auburn lines up quickly.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of...
Touchdown, Tiger! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep.
The fake, and he wants to throw. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the two. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
This offense has been money on 4th down here in the first half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You've got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Back to pass, it's off. Getting some heat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, getting him to the ground for no gain.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Tigers! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Cincinnati looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program with a case full of trophies, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
The offense lining up for a 1st down play. touch pass on the jet sweep. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Gets it out quickly. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
And I like you got the first down of the drive, so maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
That defender is lucky on that play because he was beat on that deep route. He's lucky the QB overthrew that one.
After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. He'll take another shot here. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted.
Now, teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, he breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing.
He's taking the shot. Reels it in down the left side. He's off to the races. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. I don't think it would have killed them to kick it there. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form time.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Looking to throw for it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The Ducks with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
I feel like the defense right now is living rent-free in this QB's head. Of course, they picked him off the last drive. They almost picked him off right there. This defense doing a nice job mixing up their looks, and they're completely confusing.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires left. It's complete. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He wants to take the top off. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. He uncorks one deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Misfired on 1st down. Back to the air on 2nd. And he's going to go down at the 1. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And this defense is going to have its ears pinned back on 3rd and long from the 1. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Going over the top. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the 2nd half. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Got blown out in the 1st half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Bunch formation for these receivers. In 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. It's caught downfield. Smacks it with the stiff arm. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the 1st half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter. Let's see if these receivers can make more plays like that as this game goes on.
Finds his tight end. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
Snags it, and he will score. Touchdown, Ducks!
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
He'll try to tack on one more. Smashes it through for the PAT. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Quarterback will audible. Going up top on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Offense, quick tempo.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Feeling some heat. Going to try to get it himself. He chucks one out to the right. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted.
No, never mind. This is the worst.
Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He makes the catch. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. From the gun. Using the quick game. On the move at the 30. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Oregon!
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
He's not afraid to go deep.
I think it's really hard as a quarterback to know when to put touch on the ball, when to throw that thing as hard as you possibly can. And right there, I don't think he needed to throw it that hard. I think he could have softened that up a little bit because he had a chance to hit the guy deep for a big play.
Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. To the air, it's Shaw. Got his man quickly. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Auburn lines up quickly.
Defenses throughout the week study every 3rd down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
He'll just keep slinging it. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And the offense gets a huge completion running 4 verticals down the field. They're using the speed at receiver and tight end to really try and stretch the field. And boy, oh boy, they made that happen.
Pushes ahead. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Auburn! And the punishment has been extended. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Louisville rolled to victory. And how about that Cardinals quarterback? Remember, this is a program that produced Lamar Jackson. So to gush about a play caller there, that's saying something. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires on the move. And he's lucky to get that one back. This junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football. And sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long. And right there, I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
And back to the air on second down. He's got it down the left. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. The give to the single back.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wide receiver shows motion. On second down, just keeps firing. Lets it fly deep downfield. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the boulevard. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. Trying to fight their way back into this thing, down 16 and about to kick off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
Yeah, and welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
To throw, it's Shaw. Coming after it. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. He's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He turns that loose down the right side.
That's a really good play by the defense, playing deep to shallow. My job is to stay as deep as the deepest. Make sure I don't get beat deep. If they throw it underneath, I go make a tackle and rally, but I can't give up those deep shots. Great job by the DB.
He's looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Well, the quarterback was in the pocket surveying the field. Looked like he was trying to take a shot down the sideline, but just bad accuracy on the throw. It sails way out of bounds for the incompletion.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Tigers want to move quickly.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
A shot toward the end zone. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
A waste of time.
This offense has a second down play. Looking for a man. It's off. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. So the defense will accept the penalty and back up this offense. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! And the stomping has commenced. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. He'll set up to... Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the two-point conversion. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming.
The end of the third quarter with the score Auburn 52, Oregon 28.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. He's got it. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Working that left side now. Still on his feet at the 45. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Ducks are marching down the field.
And that's a first down for the offense.
They'll throw it on first down. Going for it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Now on 2nd down. The aerial assault continues. Looking left. Ball in the air. Intercepted. Made the play on the pick. Was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The give to the tailback. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Quarterback checking off. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Finds his man enough for the first. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. A first down for the offense. From the gun, the ground game. Runs through a tackle. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is drawing off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
No doubt. And you've seen it with the slant. You've seen other routes. Every route.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
So it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
He made the catch, past the marker, also past the sideline. He's out of bounds. It'll be 4th down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fast motion from the offense. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Let's see what they've got on second down. They feed him again. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Moving away from pressure. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Fourth down coming up.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
Running the red zone. It's Osborne. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Looking to pass. It's Shaw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. And the pummeling has started. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.